o'clock. It is going to be west around, say, Woodland Park and Divide with temperatures in the low 80s. Fountain, you're still dry, getting up to 93 for your high. Notice how the storms, if anything, drop south as we head throughout the late day and early evening. So storms are going to be really tied to the higher terrain, and whatever storms we see probably wouldn't produce a ton of rainfall. Nevertheless, we'll continue to keep a close watch on the Waldo Canyon burn scar. And through 8 o'clock in the evening, again, best chance for seeing some rain will be west of I-25. Still pretty toasty at sunset tomorrow with temps right around 80 in the Springs, upper 80s in Pueblo. The winds high in the sky where planes fly that help to steer systems will be again out of the northwest, as indicated by those arrows. We have fires across Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, and so don't be surprised, given the upper airflow being similar to today, that we might have some of that smoke and some of that hazy sky action again for tomorrow. 90 for the high to Friday and Saturday, with slowly increasing chances for showers and storms. And if I had to pick 2 days where we would have the best chance for seeing more storms, I think it'd be Sunday and Monday. How about for Pueblo? You're still dry tomorrow, perhaps a storm on Friday. Saturday maybe a storm as well. Here too, out of this entire stretch, the coolest 2-day stretch and the best chance for seeing rain again would be Sunday and Monday. Back to you, Don and Diane.
This will make you shudder. Imagine being swarmed by bees, stung over and over again. It happened today to a man in Texas. Just how many of them got him at about 10:21.
And a dog stolen in the middle of the day is caught on camera. You won't believe how the crooks took the dog. That's next.
Now that President Obama is in southern Colorado, we know many of you have questions about how his motorcade could affect your drive.
We're working to learn all those details for you ahead of both of his appearances here. The latest tomorrow at 11 News at 6 a.m.
Your 11 weather hour-by-hour forecast is brought to you by Larry H. Miller, Liberty Toyota.
In 2009, Barack Obama said,
I'm pledging to cut the deficit by half by the end of my first term in office.
Under President Obama, $5 trillion in debt that have been added under this administration.
Roughly 3 years.
Government spending $15 trillion.
The nation's exploding debt. It is now
$15 trillion.
I will be held accountable. If I don't have this done in 3 years, then there's going to be a one-term proposition. I will be held accountable.
Americans for Prosperity is responsible for the content of this message.
Your glasses aren't just a part of what you wear, they're a part of who you are. Who will you be?
Perfect.
With 14 locations around Colorado, Ava Eye Care has your perfect fit. Go to avaeyecare.com to find a location near you.
Hey, bossy.
It's Bessie, sweet cheeks.
Gonna party at the Colorado State Fair?
Absolutely. I'm a lean, mean, dancing machine.
Go rodeo at the Colorado State Fair, August 24th through the 28th. Invitational bull riding the 29th and ranch rodeo on the 30th. Rodeo rocks the Colorado State Fair in Pueblo.
I love this fair. It's 11 days of party heaven. Milk it for all it's worth. I'm just saying.
In Dodge City, Kansas, gunfighters used to face off on Front Street. They still do. And Miss Kitty's dancers used to entertain the cowboys. They still do. And gambling halls used to run 24/7. Still do. Boot Hill Casino and Resort at Boot Hill Museum welcome you to a one-of-a-kind experience in Dodge City, Kansas. Visit boothillcasino.com and find out about other trips along the way, like the historic Adobe Museum in Ulysses, Kansas. Dodge City, we're making history again.
You're watching KKTV 11 News with Diane Derby, Don Ward, Chief Meteorologist Brian Bledsoe, and Jesse Kurtz with sports. This is KKTV 11 News at 10.
A family's dog stolen in broad daylight, and it was caught on camera. The woman says the crooks just reached right in her door and pulled the dog out. Suddenly, little Gracie was gone. She's a Shih Tzu like this.
Now, a camera caught 3 or 4 people running, their owner chasing after them.
I'll never see her again, I just hope to God they take care of her, that's all. She's up to date on all her shots.
Video also showed days before a stranger confronted the woman's husband. See him walking Gracie and other family dogs. A man rolled up on a bike and said, "That's my dog." He watched her husband go home.
Now, the woman rescued Gracie off the streets months ago. She says she had no one has flyers up. The woman has called police, but so far, no sign of her stolen dog.
You got to hear about this one. A teenager being called a hero tonight because he rescued a child from a fire. Now, the fire broke out in the kitchen of this home. It's in Augusta, Georgia. It killed a man and trapped his 3 daughters inside. 2 of the kids were able to get out, but a 5-year-old was inside, just too scared to leave her own bedroom. The teenage neighbor saw the flames and just ran over to help.
So I was just banging on the door, banging on the window, and I just heard his daughter cry. So I was like, oh my God, the little girl's in there.
And the teenager was thinking fast. He ran to the side of the house. He opened a window and coaxed the little girl out. Remember, she was too scared to move, so he managed to get her to come out. All 3 girls who were in that house are recovering now in the hospital.
This weekend, you have a chance to learn CPR for free. Rich DeLeese